Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Ideas gift with purchase called Sailboat Adventure set. This is set number 40487. It has 330 pieces and I paid $25 for this set. Now, this is a set that I think was a gift with purchase a couple years ago, and then I think some places like in the UK, they had different voucher codes where they could still get this even into 2023 as a gift with purchase. I didn't know when it was available in North America, for example, where I'm located. And so it was one I was trying to track down for a while, and I got this in an auction and paid $25 for it, plus some shipping, which wasn't too much. It felt like it was a fine price for me. It was still less than $35, so but not including shipping, I paid $25, which felt really good to me. And this is one that I was really excited about because I really wanted to get a look at this boat and the build for the boat. But it also comes with some dolphins here and some other stuff. And I really like the idea of these smaller Lego Ideas sets or Lego Ideas GWPs, gift with purchases. So I'm really glad I was able to get one of these. And in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we are looking at the build for this Lego Ideas gift with purchase called the Sailboat Adventure set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then to remind you that if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, please consider subscribing. All that stuff really helps my channel and it means a lot to me. So I'm just really grateful to anybody that watches and comments and likes, and I'm very pleased. If you have feelings about this gift with purchase or whether or not you were able to get one, depending on your location and the time when this was available, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear or read stories about this set or other gift with purchases that might be region locked or, retired or different stuff, because I got this in the aftermarket. But now, onto the rest of the build for this Lego Ideas gift with purchase, the Sailboat Adventure set, and then onto my review for this set. Okay, so that is this Lego Ideas gift with purchase for the Sailboat Adventure set. This is a really lovely set. I'm very happy I was able to get this, and there's a lot of good stuff to look at, but it's just a great set. It's well designed and it's a pretty fun build. It's kind of unique, I would say. And there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about. So I'm really pleased that I was able to get one of these finally after them being out for, some time, but maybe perhaps somewhat limited. And I have been really liking these kind of smaller display-oriented ideas sets, like I talked about the Ray the Castaway and the Cosmic Cardboard Adventures, and I think this one fits alongside that in many ways, but this is really cool. So there's a lot to look at, but the first thing we'll take a look at, like we normally do, is look at the minifigures here. So you get two minifigures. Uh, and the first one we'll take a look at is this one here. And these minifigures remind me kind of like city minifigures. So we do have maybe some binoculars here. They are wearing a life vest, which is kind of the orange inflatable sort of thing. Pretty standard hairpiece, pretty standard face. There is no alternate face there. But I will take off the life vest so we can see the full torso print here. And we just have some stripes, and it's kind of like a stereotypical sailor uniform, sailor top there with the stripes and the little tie around the collar there, which is nice. Nothing on the midsection, nothing on the legs or the arms. The back is very, very similar to the front. And then we have another minifigure here, which again has kind of a basic stereotypical, or maybe not stereotypical, but basic face printing, basic hairpiece, no alternate face there. And they too have the inflatable life preserver. And they have a slightly different torso, and perhaps these torso prints are more of the gendered kind of prints. So this one appears to be sleeveless. Get the impression of some hips here, and it is similarly striped, does have another tie around the collar, but is perhaps more traditionally feminine than the other one. And then we can see the back is pretty much the same as the front. So two minifigures there. They do get covered up by these life preservers, safety first, so that's really great. Pretty basic minifigures, I would say. Nothing too crazy about them, but nice to get those. And then I'll actually show kind of this side build here, because in this idea set you get two Dolphin molds, which are really great. I really like these pieces. They feel good. The printing is quality. They can stud down, and they just look great. And you get this essentially this little side build on some kind of light blue or light aqua there, and some translucents of different colors. And these, which for me, this piece is kind of like the older style kind of gem piece that I don't know if it's from like Rock Raiders or what. I think I had some old space sets that used to use some of these. I know I have some sets from like the 80s and 90s that use this similar shape for these like gemstone pieces here, but here they're in the translucent of different colors and are indicating maybe some splashes of water there. We have a couple like window pane like translucent pieces to get some different elevation, and then just some other slopes and translucent pieces. This is really simple, but it's pretty elegant, and I really like that it balances. It sits flat here, even though we have the dolphins kind of extending out past the base. The equilibrium and the weight distribution is really nice, so it just sits flat on a table, and I'm not too worried about it tipping over or anything. So that's really nice. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, when you get animal molds, those can drive up the price of a set, or it's something to bring into when assessing the value of a set. And here you get two dolphins, so I'm really, really pleased with that. And yeah, I think this is a great way to show them off next to the boat. And then besides that and the minifigures, we have this sailboat here. So it's a little hard to look at when it's sat down, and I may take off the sail here in a moment just so we can look at things a little closer. In fact, I'll do that right now. So I will pop out the sail so we can look at kind of the basic structure of the boat, the deck of the boat maybe, or whatever here. So this is really cool. I love the colors that were used. Uses some good pieces for the hull, some white pieces underneath there. Has a nice base, uses that same color of like the light aqua or blue or whatever there. We use these nice curved pieces. There's a lot of gold accents in here, which is great. We have little details like the anchor there with a gold chain behind it. We have a life preserver on the back. Coming around to the other side, very, very similar. Looking at the top, we have a bunch of these wood grain printed 1x4 tiles, which is nice. We have a place for the mast, for the sail. We have this whole bit with some gold accents as well, and maybe some porthole looking things, which is, I actually don't know what it's called, but this is potentially where, below deck characters, the minifigures could go down in there in the boat, which is really nice, nicely designed, and you do have some access in there. We have this to maybe steer a rudder at the back. There isn't, a rudder there that like functions with that, but it's nice to have that. We use some of these big flexible tubes in the gold to kind of get this detailing. And then we even have some stuff up front here, again with some gold, like hilt pieces in different colors up there, and some interesting build techniques to extend the this front of the boat out a little further. Some of this was a little bit finicky to build, but it looks really, really great when it's all done, so I like to see that. We do have 2 stickers on this set, and it says Eloise here, I believe, and on the other side. So those are the only 2 stickers. The color match is quite good on those, which is nice. And because this is an ideas set, I imagine that is a reference to somebody from the designer. Yes, it says the sailboat is named Eloise after our daughter. So that's always nice when designers get kind of their own little Easter eggs and own sort of tributes to real stuff. So it's also just a nice name for a boat. It's elegant and cool. So the whole thing here is a really fun build. It sits well on a thing. It's not too long. It's not too short, not too wide. There's not a ton of places for minifigures, but we do have these couple studs here, and then on the instructions and on the box they have another character just kind of placed on these tiles but holding on to this mechanism here, this bar piece, in order to stay put. But this is a really, really great base for a boat. I don't know if it's the deck or the hull or the, there's different port, starboard, and different things, all the different sides of a ship. And this is just really, really nice. It's nicely designed. It's nicely constructed. It looks great. So I love to see that. And then besides that, we have the sail, which is a brick built sail. It doesn't use cloth or the kind of plasticky film thing here. And I thought that was really cool. You can see there is some movement here, so these can be positioned. And this had a really unique build. So there's a lot of kind of Technic axles and stuff going through for the mast of this, and some of the, I don't know what these parts of the sail are called, but the mast element that's horizontal that kind of holds where the sails are going. Those are a pretty interesting build. I liked how they did kind of this interlocking thing here where you would put like one bit on and then and it have like a whole section of the sail, and then you would put another section for this side of the sail on top of that, so it all like interlocks together, and you sort of progressively go, like you build this one, then you put this one on, then you put this whole section on, and then above that you put like this section on, and you kind of switch off between the two. So it feels very solid. Actually, it's very solidly built and well designed for kind of having that, instead of having them all be like all doing one side or all doing the other side. It made it an interesting build, and also I think is the best way to do this, which is really nice. It looks good. I think there might be some difference in some colors of these white big panels here, where you get some pretty big pieces, and if there is color differences here, I try not to be too hard on them, but I wish Lego would get that in check. I can't tell if it's just the lighting or if some of these actually have different hues. Of course, because of these are white, these might be subject to yellowing if in direct sunlight, but this is brand new, so if you keep it stored properly, it's not too bad. And I'll show how this is attached here. So I believe we go this way, and there is a axle here that goes pretty far through the ship. So it's a big one, and that's nice, which means it's sturdy. So this goes through there quite a bit. And then we get this on there like so. And then we do have these kind of Lego string elements which you attach at various places. So one at the back and one at the front. You can see I knocked off a little bit of the decorative elements from the front, which are a little bit finicky, but that's okay. And now we have the sails on there, and again, these can kind of be positioned. If this is stood up, you could have these sails going a little bit askew or in some different ways, which is really good. Sails are quite tall. This has a really good presence, really good visual weight. It's a fun build. The sails don't feel like they're too big for the boat. It feels very sturdy because of how they built this base. Again, the base has like a couple big plate pieces here and then a lot of the translucent slopes around there. And I just think this is a lovely build. It's a very fun. It's very economical. It doesn't use that many pieces. It's got a great side build with some animal molds. 2 minifigures that aren't terribly special, but are still nice and kind of make sense for this type of set. And let me get them positioned on here. Of course, I did not put their life preservers on, so they are a little bit at risk of having a rough time if they were to go overboard there. But we can see we can have figures placed on there, which looks really good, really natural. It looks like the proportions are about right as well for a smallish ship like this. So I think this is terrific. I think I read the threshold for this set was like $200 when it came out, and I think it came out a few years ago initially, and then now in the more recent times they've been having different voucher codes and stuff to still get these. I don't know if they're still producing these or not. They may be, but I bought this in the aftermarket. I bought this off a major online auction site, and was able to get a pretty good price for it. So I think this is really, really cool. It was fun to build. It was unique and some not challenging necessarily, but some interesting stuff goes on in here for sure. And I think the end result looks really good. I always love getting some gold accents in here. I was very pleased to see the brick-built sail there and how they did the Technic bits for the middle, and even some basic stuff up here of how to connect everything together. I think is really well done. It feels great visual weight. Love the side build. So I'm a huge fan of this set. Now, this set is 330 pieces, and I paid $25 for this set, and then I think like $8 to $10 of shipping, which maybe gets it to a little above 30, maybe $35 total. I usually don't comment on the shipping prices, but I have been a little bit more recently because I've been buying so many retired sets in the aftermarket, and I do want to be a little bit transparent about what I actually end up paying. So my auction bid was $25 for this, and then I think I paid $8 shipping, so that puts us at $33 total. I think that's a totally fair price. If I break it down that way after shipping for $33, the price per piece is exactly at 10 cents. Of course, we do have some big panel slope pieces here, some big other panels here, some big pieces for the hull of the boat, some gold pieces, 2 minifigures, of course the Dolphin molds as well. So the price per piece, is not gospel, and but it does kind of come out to about 10 cents per piece after shipping and handling and tax and everything. So that's really, really nice. But I think this is great value. I think I've seen these go on sale for more. I've seen them being auctioned and won for more than I paid. So I felt like I got a really great deal on this, and this is one I was really looking forward to finding. And so I'm very glad that I did get that. And yeah, animal molds, always interesting to take those into account. Some specialized pieces in here, the gold pieces, and then the final model is pretty big. It's tall, it's got good height, it's got good weight, it's not super wide, but it's long, and it's just a really, really nice set, including like big pieces and specialized pieces. So really, really cool. Love to see that. I will show the extra pieces here because you do get some. You get a lot of the extra pieces. Whoops, I think I dropped one. Let me find that. Okay, so here are the extra pieces. You get a lot of like the gold pieces, like the hilt and the maybe microphone or faucet type piece there, or megaphone rather, and the stud that are used for some of the detailing, bar elements, some Technic bits, the translucent pieces that are used on the Dolphin side build and the around the base of the ship to indicate waves, another kind of drum lacquered gold piece here as well. So your pretty standard extra pieces there. And I think this is a phenomenal set. I think the designer did a really good job. I think the Lego designers did a good job. It has some nice inclusions. I think I got a great value for it. And I love these kind of smaller ideas, display oriented, maybe adult oriented sets here, and I've said that a lot recently, and this one is no different. So this is just a really elegant, really, I think, mature design here. So I had a blast with this, and I think it's really great. And, you know, the stickers are fine, minifigures are fine. Minifigures aren't anything special necessarily, but it's nice that they're there. And at the end, I have a really, really nice model and nice animals and side builds that totally make up for any lack of originality or kind of unique characteristic of the minifigures. We also get like a bunch of those printed wood grain pieces in there, which is nice, and some big pieces for the hull. So really, really great. And I can't forget these kind of classic gemstone splash pieces as well, and some nice colors. So I think I got a great deal on this set. I think it was good value. If I had to pay more for this, I don't know what my upper limit is for this. I think $35 is a pretty good price for it, and anything below there I would consider a good deal. Getting above that, I think there probably are people who are paying $40, $50, potentially even more than that for this set. And if people find that to be worth it, I think, you know, that's whatever you feel comfortable doing. I don't know if I would have ever went for the full like $50 to buy this set. I'm thankful I didn't have to. I would probably consider it. I mean, I would give it a hard thought, because this is one that I really wanted and I do really like it. But I think 35 is about a good median price to shoot for, and anything less would, yeah, like I say, be considered a good deal. Anything more, I'd be a little more hesitant about it, but I may have ended up buying this at 40, or like if it's 40 after shipping. I may have ended up buying this if it was 40 before shipping, and then maybe closer to 50 afterwards. I can't say for sure. I was really interested in this. I was actively looking for ones that were on auction and were on sale, and I was keeping my eye on it. I don't know what these go for on like Bricklink, for example, but yeah, I think I got a good deal where I'm at. So I'm very, very pleased with this. I had a lot of fun. I think it looks great. So very, very happy. I like it a lot. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more gift with purchases, maybe some more retired sets, more ideas sets, and then just tons of other sets from all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, and piece counts. Tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you want to support this channel and support my videos, the best way to do that is over at the SoBricks Patreon, which is patreon.com/SoBricks. You can find it linked in the description, linked on my channel page. Over there, you can join for as little as $2 a month, get access to all my videos early, get access to some exclusive videos, tons of other stuff in the works over there. So as that continues to grow, I'll keep delivering stuff of value there. And every little bit helps, so it is appreciated, and I'm just very, very grateful. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.